All right. What's up, guys? So we're back with our celebrity corner, which is a new cute little segment where we talk a little bit about what's going on, a little tea and what's going on in social media.
Hmm.
And so for today, I have two people I want to talk about, but the first one is Monica.
Okay.
You hear about Monica?
I did when about her concert and somebody doing like hitting
Yes.
somebody. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? The fact, so I'm always torn between, I have two opinions, right?
Right.
But the fact that she just decided, so whoever doesn't know, Monica was on a little concert. She said, put it on pause because she legit saw this guy like punching the girl that he was with. So she
Right.
stopped the entire concert, literally jumped into the audience, confronted, and was like, I'm not letting any man hit no woman or whatever. That's a trigger for me. She actually apologized to her audience at the end, but she was dropping the F bomb and the N bomb. And she literally was about to go ham on this guy.
Right.
What are your
Right.
thoughts about that as a celebrity? Do you feel that that's something she should have done, and should have kind of taken a different approach?
um, I get where what like she said was a trigger for her because
Mhm.
maybe she has some past history and some abuse in a relationship or something like that. I don't think she should have put herself in harm's way like that. I
Yes.
think she should have definitely called it out and had her security, take care of it.
Mhm.
They did go in after her. I thought they were a little bit too slow in coming down
I
after her.
kind of feel that way too.
But I think that I like that she called it out, because you don't want to see anything happen in your show, and then people are like, oh, why you didn't say anything or anything like that.
Mhm.
And just because you don't want to see any nonsense going on in your show. But I don't think she should have, because it could have been a situation with something she could be putting herself in harm's way.
Exactly. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, it is a man versus a woman. And as much as we think that we are, a man is just by nature
Not
stronger
even,
than we are.
I agree with you on that, but not even just because
Could
of
have
that. I
hit
mean, it
her.
could have brought harm to so many people. Like, you don't know
Yeah,
what that guy had, a weapon or anything on
that's
him,
very true. That's
Yeah,
very
so
true. But the word on the street is that Monica really is about that life. She really is that girl that
I
really
love
doesn't
that
take
about, that's what
any
I've always
nonsense.
loved about Monica, because she's
Yeah.
smart, she's sophisticated, she's all these things, but she's still that girl.
Hello,
Love
her
that
line.
about her.
Kick
Right.
down the door and slap it.
But I still think that she should have, she was, like she said, she was triggered. So she moved on
Yeah,
emotions.
she
I
did
think if she would
move.
have thought about that for another split second, she wouldn't have put herself in that position to be able to get harmed.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, okay. I have my
Yeah.
mixed feelings about that.
Yeah. How did you feel about it?
I kind of felt like you were feeling. I like that she definitely called them out,
Mhm.
put the spotlight on the individual, but then I don't like that she put her life in danger. But like
Right.
you said, it must have maybe been a past trigger that she experienced
Yeah, I'm
in one
sure.
form or another. And she just wanted to take that stance, and really protect that young lady. So, kudos to her, but definitely put yourself first and allow the security that you're paying for handle
Right.
that situation. That's
Right.
why the venue is paying.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that was
Right.
brave of her.
It
So my
was.
next thing is, um,
Hmm.
so this is a little bit of music news. I don't know if you heard about Ciara, her husband, and her baby daddy Future.
No.
So,
Oh no.
ever since, still the kid is like 30 years old already, and Future is still kind of holding on and like says always slickery about Russell. You know what? You messed up. That ship done sailed, Doc, sailed again, Doc. You're never going back. She's a happily married woman. So apparently, Future made a comment about Russell in a new song that he has out. And it's
Mhm.
almost like F Russell, just called him out blatantly and says some
Mm.
other things. Um, Clearly, he's still kind of salty. He's the
Mhm.
one that dropped the ball in that relationship with Ciara by, I think he might have cheated on her allegedly. I'm not sure
Mhm.
if that's accurate, but
Mhm.
everyone knows that he likes women. I mean, he has like eight different, eight baby mamas. I don't know.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe not
Mhm.
eight, but he definitely has eight kids. So I like the clapback. So here comes Russell. Put a picture of himself with the son that he's raising and
Mhm.
put dad life. He dropped the mic, the ball, he dropped the world. Just by that
Mm,
little comment.
right. Right. It was just, sometimes you don't have to be loud.
Mhm.
You could just be very subtle and with
Mhm.
your reply and all that. But for me, I think that, okay, so I'm going to take it from this point that I'm thinking that Future may be going through some things. And when he sees these women who he had these relationships with happy with these new men, he's just like, yo, like maybe he's doing like, yo, what did I do wrong? What am I not doing? Like
Mhm.
maybe he doesn't even realize that these things are triggering him and he's outlashing in this type of way because he could be honestly hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like
And doesn't know how to deal with
and
it.
doesn't know how to deal with it. And this is the way that he knows how to deal with it is by, doing this nonsense that he's doing. Because hasn't it been like years now that they haven't been together?
Well, the little since 2014. They were supposed to be
It's
married.
2023.
Yeah, since I think 2014.
Right.
Well, I think she met Russell in 2014. So maybe 2013.
Okay.
They dated for like a year, then they got married, and she has, two kids by Russell. And the reality of it all is, okay, you might be a part of Little Future's life, but you're not in the ins and out of Little Future life. It's Russell, and you should be happy that Ciara actually married an individual who is raising your child like his own, really being that role model, not taking
Mhm.
the place of who his father is, because
Right.
Future is his father,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
stepping in and being that positive, that day-to-day role model that little boy needs to see every day. How to
Yeah.
treat his mother, how to treat a woman, those little things. And Russell, I don't know him, but from what I see, he's like a real gentleman,
Hmm.
really a God-fearing man, really grounded, really humble. He just seemed like he's such a God that's like this all the time.
I mean, just because everybody fucks up in life, I just try to give everybody grace. And I
Mhm.
just think that he has not dealt with his trauma. Like he hasn't dealt with the fact that that's a lot on you, on your psyche, on you as a person to be having all of these mothers that are you have all of these children and then you have different mothers. That's a lot to deal with all of these different personalities.
Mhm,
You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? You don't. It's not like one or two mothers you have to keep, track with. Now you have the three, four, five. Like that's it. That's a lot on the mind.
It really
That's a
is.
lot of wear and tear. And he might be not even dealing with things that he needs to like maybe go and talk to somebody about because this still lashing out now. It's like, okay, when are we going to stop this?
Girl, and
Public lashing out? Like, come on.
and it's so nasty right now because
Yeah.
your little I got a whole hiccup. I think the worst thing in the world is for a grown ass person to have the hiccups. I feel like that's so childish. Like,
You can't help
how the heck I have the hiccups? I got the hiccups. And I just guessed and threw a number and said 8, and I just Googled is legit 8.
it. Mm.
It is 8, um, 8 mothers, 8
Mm.
mothers and 8.
Can you imagine having to deal with 8 people that you have to now deal with this woman's mindset, this woman's 8 people, different personalities and traits,
Mhm.
8 different kids who got different personalities and they doing things. You can't like how do you keep up with that when you're not in a committed relationship with any of them?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like, but to do this public ridicule is like it's just whack. Like it's
I
whack.
don't understand why, because Russell
Yeah.
doesn't look like the type of guy that really wants that smoke. Like,
Right.
I mean, he's not, it
Right.
doesn't look like he's about that life. And so, yo, just
Right.
meet him. Like, you should be grateful that there's such a good man, what seems
Right.
to be a good man in your child's life, because not everyone
Right.
is able to experience that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a jack off as a baby daddy, and then you have the new person stepped in who's just as worse as a
Right.
baby daddy,
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I just couldn't imagine having 8 people who I have to now have involved in my life for the rest of my life almost. Oh my God.
Girl, that's Nick Cannon. Yes, you are a multi-millionaire, but you still got to, girls hard juggling one kid and all the activities and being pulled here and being pulled there and try to pay for this and try to pay for that. Yo, you got 12 kids. I think he has like maybe 8
But then
or
Kenny don't
6
seem to be
brothers.
lashing out like how Russell Simmons, I mean, what's his name? Future is,
Future. No, he's
Yeah,
not. He seems to
yeah,
really get along
yeah,
with all of them. It's a whole
yeah.
different thing, but
Yeah,
it's
this
not a
lashing
lot of
out is not good. Like it's like,
lashing out is not good. Really
yeah.
whack. And then when your son gets older, he'll see the
Yeah,
type
he's
of
getting too big for
negative
that now.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 8 or 9.
Somewhere around it, right? He's
Yeah.
so cute too.
Yeah, he is. He's about 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it for my celebrity news this week.
You
Short and
know,
sweet.
okay. Yeah, I hope they can pull all that together because even if it's something going on, like stop bringing it to social media and stop making it so public.
I don't like that. I think that when you are of a certain age, you should be able to really just kind of sit and talk as adults. And if you
Yeah,
can't, you guys have enough money to literally hire a life coach or a mediator to help you
right,
navigate through your issues
right.
for the benefit of the children that are involved that eventually are going to be maybe
Because you never see
in
her doing
school.
that. You never see her lashing out against him. So, like, what is it? Like, just it's just whack. It's just whack. It's just whack.
Yeah, you could be
Anyway,
better
child.
for doing with whatever.
Okay, so that was our little celebrity corner this
Yeah,
week.
it was it. Yep, this was it.
Okay.
All
Until next
right.
time, we come back with our next celebrity corner.
Yes. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.